Hi guys, today I am going to be taking you through how I tailor or customize my brushes. Following on from our last tutorial, I showed you how I had just received the new Artistic Striper and Mini Striper brush that I purchased online, and when they arrived I was surprised that they're a little bit thicker than the brushes that I had previously. So I have decided that I need to go through and customize these to how I would like them. My suggestion for you would be to start out with a cheaper brush from maybe the $2 shop or somewhere nice and cheap, so that you can practice isolating the hairs, which I'm going to show you how I do, before you then go to one of your more expensive brushes, as this could end up costing you a fortune if you decide that you haven't quite got it right. So start out with one of your cheaper brushes, and then once you've got that down to where you feel you're really comfortable, then go ahead on your more expensive brushes. The last brushes that I got from Artistic, as you'll know, my trusty old favorite here, when I got this one, it was pretty much perfect. So they've obviously decided to add more hairs to the brush, because as the brushes go on, you definitely will lose the hairs in the process. This one I've had now for, must be over a year, maybe 15 months to 18 months. And so it's lasted very, very well. So when it comes to tailoring your more expensive brush, you need to keep that in mind. Obviously the hairs over time will dissipate and they will get less, so you want to make sure you don't take too much out of it to start with. So I would, as you're removing the hairs, keep testing it to see if you can work with that consistency of the brush. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So taking my Artistic Striper or Mini Striper or whatever striper brush that you are using that you want to thin, and also a very sharp pair of scissors. These happen to be my old hairdressing scissors, and I love these because they're nice and sharp and work beautifully for doing this kind of thing. So what you're going to keep in mind is that you're going to be constantly spinning the brush in the tip of your finger, so that you're not taking the hairs out from just one place constantly. And you want to make sure that you are separating the hairs, so you're only removing just a few at a time. So starting on one side, start to slowly remove a couple of strands of hair. Once you've removed a couple, you then want to spin the brush. So you're removing a couple on every side. Slowly spinning, keeping your scissors pointing up. Once you get back to the center, you can then check to see what feels good. You can also look down at the ferrule and you will see where you've removed your hairs. I'm then going to come back through and take a fraction more. Notice how I'm spinning the brush at the same time. Constantly checking, and that feels really good now. Feels just exactly enough. So what I'm going to do now is test it to see if that feels good. Now taking my freshly cut brush and my thumb palette, I'm just going to work the product in and then test my brush.